Welcome back to the darkness. We have missed you so. Gather, children, for a tale of dungeons and douchebags. Presenting first our cast of characters. Ileana, the half-elf paladin.
I'll do my best to fight alongside you.
Thalia, the wood-elf druid.
I don't know if we can trust them.
Ava, the turtle monk.
Oh, good. You're an idiot.
Lucian, the high-elf cleric.
Life is so short. What's the shame in having a little fun?
And Mask, the Azimar rogue.
You must think you're quite clever. Let me assure you, you are not.
A group of perfect strangers, gathered together to fight against the encroaching death curse looming over the Forgotten Realms. In the course of their adventures, they struggled mightily, learned more about themselves, and grew into a family. But like every family, they had their spats. Yet whatever darkness has driven a wedge into the party is nothing compared to the darkness within Chult. For beneath the lost city of Omu lies a tomb of darkness and despair, from which no soul can escape. And yet our heroes come to brave it, if they don't kill each other first. Let them try, for none will survive the Tomb of Annihilation. Last time on Dungeons and Douchebags, Tomb of Annihilation, our heroes entered the forges of Hrakmar, which were taken from the albino dwarves of Chult by a tribe of fire newts, which were newts that were made of fire. Our heroes scouted the general area, finding 2 dwarven prisoners that were less than cooperative, one of them being completely mad, and eventually decided the only way to take this fight to the fire newts was to fight them in their forges. But then the fire newts got really high initiative and one of them ran off. The others engaged our heroes, and they fought valiantly. And fought valiantly. And there were a bunch of dead newts. And then they had firebird horses that were totally not chocobos come in and fight alongside the newts. And they also got killed, and there were piles of horsebirds and piles of newt. But then came in more newts, and there were more dead newts, and more piles of newt, and more piles of fucking newt. So many newts. Full disclosure, feeling I might have had a couple of drinks last night. And eventually, when our heroes thought they had a breather and they were down to the last couple of newts and birds, surprise! There's another group of newts! You're fighting like every newt that's ever existed! And so our heroes decided to advance bravely in the opposite direction, or as we also like to call it, run like hell. Yeah, I know, that's where the last time on ends. There's not really much else that happened. It was 2.5 hours of fighting newts. Will our heroes be able to escape the oncoming piles of newt? Will there be a total party kill? And if there is a total party kill, how the hell is Tomb of Annihilation going to continue in Camp Streamix? Find out on the next episode of Dungeons and Douchebags Tomb of Annihilation. Anyone got any more brandy? My glass is empty.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Dungeons and Douchebags Tomb of Annihilation. I am your Dungeon Master, Xander, and with me tonight, I am joined by the fabulous people from Internet Remix. We have Alex Beckham.
Last time, on 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 last time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
On last time! On last time!
Alex, please! Alex, no!
Jesus.
Hate that! We also have Atwis.
Lex Luthor took 40 cakes.
Yes, he did.
Took 40 cakes.
40.
That's as many as 4 10s, and that's terrible.
We have Kristen. Okay, cool. We have Cammy Cat.
I'm too young to die!
No, you're not. We have Uprising.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it!
So, with that in mind, you guys, we ended off in a bit of an interesting place last time, with the group being bombarded on the last time on, with the group being bombarded by the fire newt forces of Hrakamar, the ancestral albino dwarf forged deep within the mountains of southern Chult. You guys, we ended like literally right as you guys were fucking fleeing out of there. So we're gonna hop right into that, and we're gonna start right with Mask, actually, because I want to narrate this real quickly, because we ended right as the new round's coming up. So Mask, you had grabbed a bunch of people, and you had not been hit for the entire fight, so you are dragging people into the tunnels for safety to like get people to, because you guys are making a fleeing attempt. Mask, you're one of the most perceptive people here right now. You hear, as you're pulling people down the tunnel, like what sounds like someone aggressively running in your direction from up ahead in the tunnel around the bend. Like you hear the slap of bare feet against stone and metal as you just hear something is approaching. And it is then accompanied, slowly but surely, by a screaming yell. I'd like to welcome tonight's guest to the stream, Upgraded Moon! As you guys see, running around the bend, you guys see an albino dwarf decked out, wearing armor made from dinosaur bones, and wielding this massive fucking metal maul and 2 hand axes at his side, just comes screaming down the tunnel and immediately runs past you guys. Moon, I assume you're using your full movement to get to the entrance of the forge room. Okay. If you'd like to treat us one more time to that scream as you run past everyone. Also say hi, Upgraded Moon.
Hi.
Okay. You guys watch as this albino dwarf just comes charging in with your 35 feet of movement at a full dash. You can end your turn. You can use your full action movement to get right there. Is there anything else you would like to do before your turn's over?
Money.
A bonus action, perhaps?
A bonus action. Yes. Wait. Hold on, let me look at my sheet. Right. I want to use my rage.
Okay, you are going to enter a barbarian rage. So you guys watch this albino dwarf run down the tunnel, screaming at the top of his lungs, runs into the smelting room, and just you watch as the veins. This is when Ava, you see this figure for the first time. You watch as the veins in his neck and forehead swell as his eyes go bloodshot, and he just enters a full-on fucking rage. Incidentally enough, if you'd like to describe your character anymore, go ahead. But it's also, yeah, you rolled high enough, so that was just your turn. You rolled the highest of initiatives out of everyone else, so that's your whole turn. If you want to describe your character, if I missed anything.
Right. I'm Brindlebald Grand Winklebutt. Ye can call me Grundy. Now, I woke up, ale on my breath, newts all over the fucking place. And I thought, oh, it seems we have an infestation that I have to clean up. So, I see a couple of Zungis running the other way. And what type of warrior movement is that? Right, I guess I have to lead a couple bastards to Victoria. Get behind me. I will be your shield.
I'm gonna give.
Oh my god, are you sure about that?
Jordan, I'm gonna give you full control of your character sheet and token now.
Oh
my
shit,
God.
I'm fucking crazy. Oh, you don't even know.
All right, Moon, here you go, buddy. All right, there you go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome Brindlebald Grundwinkle to the group.
Hi, Brandy. What the hell?
All right, so that was your turn.
I know immediately advance in the other direction.
Yep, that was your turn. Okay, great. It is now the Giant Strider's turns. Grundy, from what you see, just so you, as you run into the room from what everyone else has been dealing with, there are a bunch of these fire newts, about no taller than you are actually as a dwarf, that look like bipedal, orange, some semi-translucent, like salamander and like newt creatures, and there's also these 4 chocobo-looking creatures, that one of which is being ridden by a fire new warrior, that are all just fucking laying on to these people. So that's what you run in and you see. So it's their turn. Before any of them actually get to do anything, though, I need to roll to see if any of them get their fire burst attack back. So I need to roll. They get this. I need to roll a d6 for each of them. So I'm going to be rolling 4d6, and if they need a 5 or higher to get their thing back. So I'm going to roll 4d6 right now to determine what happens. Roll 4d6. Okay, so 2 of them get their breaths back. It's also worth noting, as Grundy runs into the room, and suddenly you watch as he just fucking hulks out, you watch as the air around him shimmers, and just appearing from the beyond, you see this group of ethereal, spectral, dwarven ancestor warriors that begin to float about the room with their shields and, like, weapons ready. So, that's surrounding y'all now. That's in a... I'm gonna give you a little, aura that y'all can see for anything, because some of these things apply for within 30 feet of him, so we will deal with that as it counts. So here's a 30-foot aura that y'all can now, hold on, see.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm right outside of it.
Just outside. Let's deal with fire newts. I'm gonna see that there are the 2 who can still hawk up fire are going to do so. One of them is gonna do it in the area that you are in, Ava. The other one, it's the range of 60 feet of it. I'm going to say that this one down here doesn't have it, because, and that the 2 that up here that are not being ridden by a fire newt do have it. So, this one's going to spit fire up ahead, and it's going to target... It's going to make Ava the target, the center of its spell. So, as that giant strider opens its gullet and hawks out a gout of flame, I need Ava, I need you to make a dex saving throw. Azaka is going to do the same thing. Oh yeah,
Saving throw. That's a regular roll.
That was a regular roll, saving throw.
Saving throw. Oh.
Also, Grundy, it's worth noting that they're straight up a bipedal... Great. Grundy, they're straight up a bipedal werewolf... Not werewolf. It's a were-tiger. It looks like a bipedal tiger wielding a scimitar, a longbow, and wearing some clothes. So that's what that
Alright,
looks like
that
right
doesn't
now.
seem too bad.
And a turtle with a
And a,
quarter staff.
a turtle person with a quarterstaff that's just trying her best.
I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
Deck save on Azaka. Azaka just fails. Okay, so y'all are gonna take 4d6 fire damage. Let's see, that's a total of... You both take 11 points of fire damage. And the giant strider down here is healed for 11 and putting it back up to max.
I think you finally broke her.
I think I broke her. However, the other fire newt is going to spit. Is going to spit some hot bars. Yeah, it's in range.
Please God, no.
It's gonna spit fire. It's gonna spit it to this space right here. So that's that's going to hit Grundy, Ilyana, and Lucian. I need the three of you to make dexterity saving throws. Moon, for you, on your character sheet, there's a little section that says saving throws. Click the dex one.
What?
The dexterity one. On your character sheet.
Okay, so
it's it's below the it's below the little thing that says proficiency bonus. It's immediately to the next of where all your main stats are. There's a little box that says
Okay,
saving throws.
yeah, I see
Yeah,
it.
click
So
the one.
check it?
Click.
It says dexterity.
Don't check it. Click the word dexterity and it'll roll for you.
Oh, dope.
Yes. Okay, so Grundy saves. Ilyana and Lucian do not. Ilyana and Lucian, you two take 17 points of fire damage.
I'm gone.
You two are immediately back unconscious again. Grundy, you only take, because you succeeded, you only take half of that, so that is going to be, you take 8 points of fire damage. So just subtract 8 from your max health.
Alright.
Yeah. And because it's fire damage, it is not, you're not resistant to it from your barbarian rage. But you do take 8 damage. With that said, the other 2 fire newts are gonna go now. And these 2 are just gonna go... They're gonna attack you, Ava.
Of course they are.
And they're attacking you because they literally have tried attacking Azaka, and because they do not have silvered talons and beaks, they can't damage her at all, outside of their regular fire-breathing things. So, the giant striders, they each get an attack against you. No advantage, because the ones that are attacked... Actually, no, nothing's directly on the other side of you, so they don't get advantage. Alright, you ready?
Let's go.
Well, let's go. Real quick, this is their bite attack. So they're lunging forward to bite you. First one is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Second one is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
You take 7 points of piercing damage. As the first beak comes slamming down, you sidestep it, but the other one catches you by snapping directly into your center of mass. But that is all of the giant strider's attacks. This boy down here is going to disengage. He can't disengage, but he is going to... he's going to... It's just gonna... He's gonna take the opportunity attack from Azaka. He's gonna begin running towards the fucking entrance. So Azaka gets an attack of opportunity against him as he leaves her range. And that is a... she's gonna do this with her scimitar. Because why not? It's a 10 to hit. She does not hit the chocobo. Okay. Ava, it's your turn.
Okay. Welp. I'm gonna disengage.
Disengage.
So that's 40 feet, so... trying to remember how many that is.
That is 8 squares. Diagonals count.
1, 2... Oh, well, I'm still gonna... Dare I go past this gigantic monstrosity?
Well, you've disengaged, so he can't hit you.
Well, I mean this one.
Well,
right
that
here.
one you disengaged, but she's gonna have to pass
No,
this one if she wants to go
disengage
full
counts for
move.
the-
Disengage applies for all enemies.
Entire thing?
Entire thing.
Run, Alpha, run!
However, just keep in mind that moving through an enemy space is considered difficult terrain.
Okay, well, let's hear 1, 5. Well, either way, that's where I wanted to go. I'm probably gonna go down, but fuck it. This guy seems strong. I will at least go down fighting, I guess. Let's see. And then, attack. Let's do it. Bam. Alright. So, that's, I think...
That hits.
Hit. Yep.
Awesome.
That's the
And
first
I
attack
think
it hits.
And I can attack...
You can
I think
attack
so.
twice.
You can attack
Yeah,
twice.
so-
Yep.
Bam. Oh wait, I think I was supposed to use. Oh well, whatever. I punch it.
I mean,
Well, you get 2 quarterstaff as well as an unarmed strike. So go ahead and roll. Okay. Well, 2 of those hit. Are you spending a key point, or are you just doing the one punch?
Just the one punch. So...
All right. So then roll the damage for the quarterstaff, and
Oh damn it,
you
Kristen,
click
I'm
on
sorry,
the
I'm
rolled.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You click on the rolled. Yes, there you go. That is a total of 18 damage.
Okay, nice.
Not bad. That's most of its hit points. So this one that just got healed by fire a second ago comes running after you. You dip right into frame and then just fucking hammer it back into submission. So that is your turn.
Yep. Alright, and then I'm gonna die, but...
Yes,
I
it is
punched
the Fire Newt Warlock's turn. And he, or she, you don't know their genders, is going to... He was perched up here behind the crane in a different room. He was taking pot shots at y'all earlier. Yeah, I'd say that Ava and Grundy and Azaka can see him. He ducks out of sight somewhere deeper in the complex. He doesn't fire anything at you guys.
Of course.
Cool. And that's his entire turn. Azaka's gonna run back up behind the big boy, and she's gonna attack him. This is going to be her first attack. She's gonna do it with her scimitar. First attack is a 23 to hit. Hits it, and that is now... It's now dead. It has now joined the League of Newt Corpse. Okay, so Azaka cuts it down and is joining the retreat and is backing up with this big fucking group to help hold anyone off. And that is her turn. The rest of the Fire Newts who are trapped over here in this mess of earth that Thalia made last time, they're gonna keep moving. I believe, for who was controlling Thalia last time?
Me.
Okay. That made it difficult terrain for them, right?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Okay, so that's double their movement through that. So that's 5, 10. And then that's not difficult terrain to leave things. That's 5, 10, 15 there. Uses the rest of his 15 movement to hop up onto and mount that giant strider. That's that one. This one's going to go around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Doesn't have enough movement to hop on. 30, 25, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He's just going to run towards the group, joining the charging forward, screaming, just waving his sword over his head. This guy's going to
Oh my god, it makes Murloc noises!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Oh, no, it
45,
looks like it would
50,
make that
55,
noise to
60.
me. Or like a clucking sound.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy can only get as far as over here, and this guy... He's gonna get stuck around there, and this guy can only move... He's gonna move out 5, 10, 15, 20... 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55. He's gonna get here by the end of his turn. Okay, that's...
Jesus.
Yeah, the ones who... these two have not spit their fire yet. And I think they might be in range. Let me double check that, though. Within 10 feet of it. This one... You're around the corner of us, so it's not, it can't get you. But this one is going to try and spit something at Azaka. That's...
Gonna share its mixtape with Azaka.
Yes, it's gonna share. It's gonna spit. It spits fire at you.
No!
Needs to make it. She needs to make a dex save. There's a lot of moving pieces here tonight. Fucking hell. Azaka succeeds, and therefore will only take half of this. So that's 2d8. Azaka takes 2 damage.
Huh!
She's looking rough. Don't get me wrong. Azaka is starting to look really rough. But that's all the fire newts that you can see's turn. Alright, Ilyana, you are down. I need you to make a death save.
Okay.
Okay, one success. Lucian, make a death save. Take a point of success. Alright, Thalia, it is your turn.
Okay, she is... freak. Hold on. I prepared this in advance, and I'm like, I'm stupid. I probably did this one, so just check. That's a bonus action. That's an action. Okay. So, Thalia's gonna come over. She's gonna use her action to cast, Cure Wounds on Lucian, and her bonus action to cast Healing Word on Ilyana.
Okay. Okay, so roll for the Cure Wounds. And yes, this is a thing you can do. How?
I'm just making sure I'm doing everything right.
Yeah, I mean, Cure Wounds is... I know a Healing Word is 1d4, but Cure Wounds is... How much again? D8.
My spellcasting.
Alright, so Lucian, you are at 12 hit points now. And for Ilyana's Healing Word?
Does that have my spellcasting mod too?
It's 1d4 plus mod, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You're at 7 hit points, Ilyana. Both of you are back up, but you're still lying on the ground. Okay.
You need to get going as fast as you can.
I'm trying, bro. I can't move.
That doesn't sound very in character of you.
I know.
Okay.
I'm here. Listen, I'm stressed.
Okay. Thalia, is that your whole turn? Or are you going to move too?
I'm gonna keep moving out.
Alright, then move however far you want.
I'm gonna stay pretty close. Just you.
Okay. Alrighty. So, it is now Mask's turn.
Alright. Is there some kind of action that will let me just pull someone up onto their feet?
I will say that, yeah, I will say that if you, because usually, you know, coming up from prone is half of your movement. I will say that we can reverse that. You can use half of your movement to pull somebody up so they don't have to stand up on their turn.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use bonus action to dash, go over here, get Lucian's ass up.
All right.
Get his butt up.
All right. I think because I dashed, that still leaves me with 30 feet of movement.
Yes.
Cool.
Correct.
1, 2, 3. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Gonna go behind Tall Dwarf Man and pull Ileana up.
Thanks, Mask.
Just go.
Right.
Speaking of, is that your whole turn?
Do I still have an action?
Can he like push
You
us ahead?
did, but you do still have your action because you used bonus action dash. Nothing else was an action.
All right, cool. I was still hiding, so guess what? It's advantage time.
Oh,
Short
fuck.
bow shoot. Short bow shoot. I don't know which of the horse birds looks wounded, if any of them.
All of them actually look completely fine.
Cool. All right, just rightmost one, I guess.
All right, sounds good.
Oh man. Woo!
All right. Cool. 14 total to rightmost horse bird.
Rightmost horse bird. 14 total. Gotcha. Okay, cool. And that's it?
That would be my turn.
All right. Brindlebald, it is your turn.
Right. So, I want to take the lads and chuck them at this fucker head. This one right up here.
You're whipping out the lads?
I'm whipping out the lads.
Okay, so you watch as the rest of you watch as the dwarf sets the heavy maul down and pulls out two gleaming tribal-looking hand axes that have dwarven runes carved on them. And are you just tossing them?
Right, I'm gonna chuck them.
All right. Where are you chucking the lads?
I'm chucking them. Oh shit! Fuck! I'm chucking them at this one up ahead.
Just that one up ahead. So you're
one.
doing 1, 2. Okay, cool. Yes. Left one. You say? So this one right
You
here.
can click on it to specify. Yeah.
You can like click and hold and it shows up. Yeah. So
there
that
we
one.
go.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you are going to throw them. That's great. Yeah, go for it. Just click on your character sheet. Just click the lads twice.
I can't believe you called them the lads.
Oh, lads.
Okay, so I'm clicking on it, but it's just opening it up for me to edit.
Oh,
Okay, you don't want to click on the. Okay, what
Oh, no,
happens is that you don't want to
it-
click on the.
Not in the equipment section. On the attacks box, which is right above that, has the
Yeah.
lads and the javelin
the
and the maul.
lads!
Yeah, click that twice.
There's the lads.
Okay. The first lad misses, so you throw that axe and it scatters on the floor in between these two guys. However, the first they both just miss. You can make that first one reckless if you really want to try to hit him.
No, I'll hold it.
Okay, cool. So both of the lads just this fire newt straight up Aragorn's the first one and just swipes out of the air with his sword. The second one just goes right by his head. So both of the lads are lying on the ground right there. And
lads!
yes.
Thalia in
was
the tunnel hears this failure, and she's just like, "Wow, we really got some great help, huh?"
Hold that tongue! I'm not done yet.
How
Anything
can
else?
you hear me?
Anything else you want to do yet? Yeah.
I want to cast my spirit shield on Ava.
That is done in reaction to if she takes damage.
Shit.
So if she takes damage, you can use spirit shield.
Hey, that's awesome. Thanks.
That is really
that
cool,
happens,
though.
which
Yeah.
it probably will.
Right, that's dope.
That's dope.
That's dope. I want to... can I do my fast movement here and?
You
grab
still
my legs?
you still have 35 feet of movement if you want to move anywhere. Just bear in mind that you have to make sure that if you want to use some of your, if you want to protect some people, they need to stay in your aura, which is the 30 feet orb I put around
So,
you.
like,
So I gotta
that's
stay
20
close.
feet right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you move there, you can pick up the lads.
And then you'd have 15 feet left, so you could get, like, right there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanna do that. I wanna go
Okay,
retrieve my
5,
lads.
10, 15.
But the thing is, you
5,
have to be aware
10,
that I
15.
will say before you do that, this guy will probably get an opportunity, and this guy will probably get.
It'll actually, more accurately, you can move diagonally once, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20... It'll be 25 feet of movement to get there, to circuit, because otherwise he'll... Otherwise, 5,
You're
10... He can circumvent this dude, passing by that guy. He can grab them from here. That's 25 feet of movement. You still have 10 feet of movement left, so you can grab there, and you can move, 5... You can move, 5, 10... You can move, right there, and everyone will still be in the range.
Alright, I can do that. That works.
Cool. So yeah, you run over and you pick up the lads again, and you just run up right in between these two fire newts.
I've got the lads!
Yes, you do, and you... Yeah, okay, cool. That's your whole turn then. Alright. Giant Strider time. I need to roll 3d6.
This is
Sorry,
terrifying.
to see if any of them get their flame breath back. 2 of them do. So in that case...
I need them to not.
They're gonna start riding towards you all. 1,
Ah!
2, 3, 4. It's gonna go down here. This guy's also riding it, and then this one. Let me move there. Yeah, this one is going to. This one right down here is gonna spit fire. Here. It's gonna hit Ava, Mask, and does the fire go around corners? That's the question. I need to double check the job.
God, I hope not.
I need to check the
Fire
description.
can only go one direction.
The fire spreads around corners. Is what what the description says. So this will get Ilyana, and this will get Ilyana and Lucian.
No.
Don't get any cover bonuses.
Okay.
Can
Nope.
Can I do my spirit shield now?
Only after the damage has been taken.
Shit!
So you get to pick one person who has spared some of the damage. But first, I need Ava, Mask, Ilyana, and Lucian to roll dex saves.
Y'all better roll good. I just.
Well, I'm
healed
sorry, I didn't. This is actual Garbo.
All right, everyone but Mask fails. Let's roll. Okay. This is going to again. So roll 4d6 as they spit fire at you. You will all. The both of you fail take 15. So.
Bye.
So, Grundy, if you want to use Spirit Shield, you absolutely can. Pick. Oh, hold on. Don't put down just yet, Ilyana, just in case, because Grundy might be able to save you a little bit. But it depends. Grundy, who do you want Spirit Shield? And you can even ask who has the least hit points and whatnot.
I'm gonna use my spirit shield on Ilyana.
Oh.
Down. Wait,
Okay.
Hold on. Who has the least amount of hit
I would
points
say.
right now?
Wait.
I have 2 hit points.
Save Ava.
You.
Well,
if,
I can't heal anyone, so there's
well, yeah.
that.
So here's the thing.
I'm the cleric.
Yeah, Grundy.
Save
you
the
know.
cleric.
Yeah, Grundy. He And I'll speak mechanically here. Ilyana and Lucian. Lucian's at 12. Ilyana is at 7. Ava's at 2. If you rolled the max for damage reduction on Ava, she would still go down because there's still a 2-point differential. So you can choose to either save Lucian, who Lucian is the best chance for complete damage reduction, or even just sparing him most. Ilyana is a bit more of a risk. Ava
I'm like
is
50-50.
Yeah, Ava's like 50. Yes, and Ava. Ilyana's like 50-50. So it's up to you who you want to spare.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'll save Lucian.
Okay, cool.
Yay!
Then roll 2d6. So do the dash roll 2d6.
R 2d6.
Okay, so that's down to only 11 damage. So, Lucian, you're at 1 hit point. You watch as the flame flies through the air, it impacts against the ground, and begins to... It's just about to, like, fully wash over you when you watch this spectral dwarven ancestor appear in front of you and just place the shield in locked formation, and it blocks some of the fire. A lot of it still gets around and burns and scorches at you, but the dwarven ancestor, like, turns around and looks at you and says, "You're not dying on my watch today, laddie!"
Hey, that's me great-grandfather!
Hey! That's me grandson with the huge adamantian balls!
Oh, you know it!
I love them both.
Hey! That's me grandson! Anyway,
That's me grandfather!
This is happening next to Ileana's, like, dead body.
She's not dead. She's just knocked out.
I know, but
She's just sleeping.
she's fine. It's fine.
Anyway.
She'll be fine.
So that was your reaction to do that. Thank you, Grundy. All right. That was the first of those giant striders. The second of the giant striders that can shoot fire is going to spit fire at you, Grundy. So I need Grundy. You need to make a dexterity saving throw. You get advantage on these because of your danger sense. So you get to click them. So on your character sheet, you can either click it twice or, more simply, there's that little bar up in the middle, kind of below your, like, class and race stuff, that says advantage, normal, and disadvantage. If you click advantage, it'll auto-roll twice for you, since you have advantage on dex saves for dex. Okay. Yeah.
So
then click the dexterity save button.
Yeah.
You succeed, you will take half damage.
All
you
right.
only take 6 points of fire damage. And...
Alright.
Cool. Alrighty. That's the two who can do that. The other one is going to... This giant strider is going to run up. Can't breathe. It's gonna wait and let the next fire newt mount it. Okay. Ava, you're down. I need you to make a death save.
What do I hit? Sorry,
You click
Just a straight D20.
Just a straight D20.
Straight D20. Okay, thanks.
Yes.
I mean, if you click on death save, it on the sheet, that also works.
You take 1 failure, Ava.
Yay!
Bubble in 1 failure.
I crave death! Yeah!
No!
Okay. That's your whole turn. Alright. Back to the warlocks, wherever they went.
Can they just ollie out? It looks like we're not winning. Can they just be like, haha, we win, and then just ollie off like the villains they are, please? Thanks.
Our various foot soldiers will take care of them.
Our foot
Twirl
soldiers
their
will take care
fire
of them.
mustaches.
Please.
Okay.
That's not how the world works.
It's
I don't think
Azaka's
that's from
turn.
you.
Azaka is gonna start firing her
Laser.
Lasers, yes, her lasers. No, she's gonna... Actually, no, yeah, she's gonna use her longbow, and she's going to fire at the giant strider. Just the one. Prioritizing
The
target.
injured boy.
The injured one got a little bit healed from the fire, but is not at max again. So yes, the injured boy. This is 2 attacks on Azaka. That is 2 longbow. One's a natural 1.
Christ.
And she does hit 1 for 9. I'm gonna I am going to roll again for her longbow real quick. Hey Grundy, what's your armor class? What's your AC score?
Oh, my armor class is 14.
14. Okay, because you rolled a natural 1, the arrow goes wide and shoots you in the ass.
Ah, shit.
You take 2 points. You take 2 points of damage because you're raging. You don't take as much, so you take two. Or lower your health by 2. One of the ancestors, a female shield maiden, just goes, "You got to look out for flying projectiles."
I know what I have to look out for. You don't need to remind me.
Oh, come off it now! Anyway, so that's Suzaka's turn. It's the fire newts' turns.
No!
Okay.
No, it's not. They can fuck off.
You guys who are still in this smelting room see that from the crane chamber, a bunch of fire newts begin jumping off the balcony into the molten iron.
Can we not?
How many fire newts are there?
Too
They
many.
don't have a swim speed, so it does take double movement for them to wade through it. But that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's as far as that guy can go.
Disgusting.
Oh my
Jumps.
god. Oh my god.
Jumps. It just begins this fucking pilings of newts begin like running.
It's time. Oh my god, it's time to go. We can't do this.
They're dashing. They're swimming through.
Oh my god!
That is entirely too many newts. Would you consider
Way
reducing
too
it
many
to
newts.
There we go.
Can you please reduce the newts? Oh
That's
my god.
all those that's all those newts. That's as far as they can like swim as they begin like wading through the molten maga coming into the chamber. However, the ones that are still in here.
Maga? I heard that too.
I did not say
Make
maga.
the mountain great again.
However, Grundy, 2 of them are straight up attacking you.
Oh shit.
Grundy, listen. Grundy, listen. Just run.
No, you got to get out of here. I'll hold them off.
Okay.
No, fuck, Mask, where'd you... Mask, I have an idea. We can just load a bunch of them onto my back. I turn into an elk, we book it.
Alright.
Actually, Moose. Moose is better.
Oh my god.
Many newts.
So your armor class is 14, right, Grundy?
Yeah.
Okay, these both have they have 2 attacks each and they have advantage on it. So
Jesus.
Oh man. Oh
that's
god.
Are you sure you know
a
what?
21 to hit on the first
no.
one. Second one misses, so only 1 hits from the first guy. Second guy hits.
Jesus.
The other one a natural 20. Okay, so
Ah!
first of all, okay, so you take I'm giving you the halved values already because you're raging. So just subtract your health by what I tell you. So the first attack you lose 3 hit points.
Okay. 3.
Third attack you lose 1 hit point.
Okay, 1.
And the third one was a critical against you, so you lose 4 hit points.
Okay. Whew! Grundy's falling. He's falling fast.
That's
just run.
That's that was the first 2 fire newts. There's still some that are still have not gone yet. So this guy's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Are you in range? Yeah. I need you to make a dex save. You have advantage because then the guy's vomiting fire at you.
Dex save, okay.
That succeeds, so you'll take half damage. So that's... Oh. Roll 20 for now. That's 2d8. You take only 4 points of fire damage. Health goes down by 4 from that one. And
Okay.
them that are mounted are going to... Because, well, they can't move because their mounts already took a turn by spitting fire. So they are stationary for the time being. That's all the fire newts in the room.
Right. You think your fire can hurt me? You barely singed my beard.
2 of the various floating ancestors are like, "Hey, you tell him!"
Aye, I'll tell him. Wait until I see my lads. Wait until I see my pathmaker.
What is happening?
Okay, Ilyana, it's your turn.
Okay.
A point of success. Lucian, it's your turn.
Alright, Lucian is going to cast Healing Word on Ava from a distance. So she will get back. She'll get back the full amount, so she'll get back 9 hit points.
Yay!
And then Lucian is going to cast Cure Wounds on Ilyana. And she gets back 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hit points.
Thanks.
Ava like rolls off the ground. She's so.
I was just sitting there like.
Lucian will use half his movement to hoist Ileana up on her feet. I'll just do like a little. He'll like get her up, hand on the shoulder, do like the little pat and just sort of like turn and run down the tunnel. Remaining 15.
He has 1 point of damage. Oh, he's turning the other way. Okay, thank God.
Oh yeah, no, fuck.
Oh, thank God, fuck that.
Okay, then.
That
Wait,
is.
is Ava cool?
Ava's up.
She's up by. How?
Well, she's not like she's still laying
9.
down. She's still laying down, but she's
I'm still
awake.
Yeah, she's got 9
Okay,
HP.
well-
She's up and very annoyed slightly more annoyed than standard Ava. But
I'm
only
trying
slightly.
We could probably fit 2 people on the back of an elk, so...
I'm pretty heavy.
How heavy are you?
You're medium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're also very fast and can dash.
That's true.
Like, I feel like I remember.
So as long as we get you up, you can book it.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm up, I can run very fast, so. I have a key point. I can, like, fly.
Okay.
That is if we all can make it out of here.
Okay. Thalia.
All of these newts.
Thalia, it's your turn.
So many newts.
Okay, Welp, elk time.
Hell yeah.
Elks are fast.
So you're
So
wild shaping into an elk.
Yes, I wild shape into an elk.
Sure.
I don't think that having people mount me would be a problem with speed. But even if it is, my speed's a lot, so...
I'm gonna give you a zebra token. I assume it's the same.
Yes, zebra's a lot.
Good enough.
Look at that zebra.
Look at her go.
Wow, look at that elk.
Oh, I'm weeping.
Are
He's
you
just
are you,
flat himself against the wall.
and are you just standing there waiting for people to mount you?
Pretty much.
Okay, 2 people can mount you. 2 and maybe a third depending on their size. So that's your whole turn. All right, great. Then all right, Mask, your turn.
All right. Bonus action to dash, because let's get more of that movement, baby.
Whee!
And hoist Ava onto her damn feet.
Thanks!
Yay!
Hey.
All right. Then I'm gonna take one more shot at injured LaRue over there.
Yes.
That's his name. That's
Yes.
his name now.
LaRue.
Injured LaRue.
Injured LaRue. Injured LaRue. That hits.
Cool. All right.
Here's what I'm gonna do. That giant strider was killed by the first round of damage. I'm gonna transfer the sneak attack damage onto the fire newt who was riding it.
Okay, cool.
Speaking of which, that guy needs to make a dex save real quick to try and to avoid getting knocked prone from being suddenly dismounted. So yeah, real quick, dex save for him.
Failure!
Yeah, he fails. He fucking impacts with the ground. Yeah, he takes more damage. Maybe it'll kill him. Let's see. Maybe this will kill him. Let's see.
Celebrate
I wanted to kill him. I wanted to
Fiery bastard!
Does not kill him, but he's
Damn
now
it.
lying on the ground.
But I want it to be hilarious and kill him with falling damage.
That would be amazing. Okay, cool. Is that your whole turn, Mask?
No, because I've still got 30 feet of movement.
Yes, you do.
Oh, wait, technically 45, because half my movement's 30, and I picked up Ava, then I dashed, yada yada yada. I'm just gonna push Ileana back a bit.
Okay, I'm going.
And stay right here.
Okay.
Oh, no, I feel like Ileana gets pushed, but she looks back at Mask like, ah!
I told you to go!
And then the tunnel collapses. All right.
What?
No, that doesn't happen. Does not happen yet.
Don't even joke about that.
Is that your whole turn, Mass? Now.
I believe that would be all my movement.
Great. Grundy.
That's just the most sorry expression on her face.
Alright. So they're moving farther back. That means I need to move farther back and hold the path. It's a narrow path. They can't get past me if I'm in the way.
Yes, very true. You will provoke 2 opportunity attacks from the guys you're leaving the range of. They've been hitting you for such little amounts. If you wanna do that.
I do want to use my my pathmaker though and hit this bitch because I gotta make a path.
Grundy whips out the big, mean-looking iron, not even sure what it is, actually, maul. Go ahead and roll an attack against that guy. You click on the Pathmaker.
Yeah, we're gonna make an attack with the Pathmaker. Complete. Oh wait, shit, I clicked the wrong thing. God damn.
The first swing misses.
God damn.
It misses. You can use your second attack against it if you want.
Yeah, I'll
Go
use
for it.
my
Make another attack.
Alright.
Oh, fuck.
That, on the other hand, will hit it because, also, I mean, actually, hold on. Do you want to make that first one reckless too to see if you try and hit it?
No.
Okay, cool. Then just on the little chat window, where it just showed where your dice roll came up. If you click the word maul beneath the 19, it'll auto-roll damage for you. 10 points of bludgeoning damage to it, and with rage damage, that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage to it. So while the first one may miss, it fucking whack just slammed. You hear like a crunch of bone as it knocks it down a hefty peg. And then you're moving.
Hey, I meant to do that. You gotta get them off their rhythm, and then you smack them on the noggin.
You really gotta give him a good thumping, says your great-grandfather.
I gave him a thumping.
Okay, cool. So that is... Yeah.
And I can move 30 feet, yeah?
35.
35. Okay, so we got 5, 10, 15. I'll move 20, and I'll stand by the path here.
Okay. Cool. So you're moving to, like...
I'm moving right here.
Right there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. One of the fire newts gets an opportunity attack against you. So that is going to be a... That's... If it's scimitar, that is a... It's a 5... It misses. Alright, cool. You're in the clear. Alright, that is your whole turn, Grundy.
Alright, come along now! Through the path! I'll block it!
Alrighty, it's the giant strider's turns. Let's roll for some fire breath.
Please, God, no.
1 gets it back. It is going to... It's this boy right here. It is going to run forward. Closing the gap. Dude on his side. And it's going to spit fire. Right on top of the dwarf.
Oh my god.
So that's Mask. Ava, you're up, right?
Yep, I'm up.
So Mask, Ava, Ilyana, and Grundy, I need you to make dexterity saving throws. Remember, Grundy, you get these at advantage because of danger sense.
Alright, yeah, so
No!
I click advantage for it.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Mask! No. Well, bye guys!
Wait. Can I?
Yeah,
I can't use the.
No, you can because you have your reaction back. So we'll see who. Well,
oh,
okay.
So I can use the spirit shield. Okay.
Yes. So you failed your saving throw, Grundy. So you'll take full damage, I believe.
Oh,
let me double check. Yeah, you just failed, and so Ilyana and Grundy failed. The rest of you will take 5 points of fire damage. Grundy and Ilyana take 11. You can choose Grundy.
God,
you can choose. So you can choose Grundy to block somebody if you want to try and lessen the blow.
Yeah, I want to use my spirit shield on Ilyana.
All right, roll 2d6.
All right, 2d6.
You don't look so good. Look like you could use a hand.
Holy shit!
You only take 1 point of damage, Ileana.
Oh my god!
Another spectral dwarf ancestor, a pair of them. It looks like an old married couple. These two dwarven men, like hardy and sturdy, like holding hands and holding shields. They pop up in front of you. One of them like looks over the shoulder, his hair and beard whipping around ethereally. He says, "Don't worry, lassie. We got your back."
I love his family.
Hey, I love my uncles. Love always wins. It wins.
Oh, I love that! Oh my god, I love this family!
Amazing.
And the other rider is running in to follow. Okay, cool. That's its turn. Ava, it's your turn.
Do I have to disengage? Yeah.
Yes, you do. Unless you want to provoke the opportunity attacks.
No, I'm gonna disengage and I'm gonna fucking. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I guess I'm gonna hop on the fucking.
You have 8 spaces of movement, I think,
I have
because
8,
you're a monk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I mean, I only need to get to the fucking elk, so. Boop! I guess I'm there now. I ride the elk! I'm like, alright,
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna be a turtle riding an elk!
Okay, you're hopping on the elk. Okay, that's your
Nat
turn.
slapped that elk ass.
Dolly, what? No. What? Fuck. What the fuck is going on?
Right, you listen to the lassie now. She gave you an order.
Azaka is going to full fucking attack a giant strider. Okay, yeah. So this is gonna be 2 attacks. All right, this is.
Actually, I guess here, but
You know, she is going to actually instead. She sheaths her scimitar and is going to just swipe at it with her fucking claws.
Ooh, feisty.
ooh.
It's 2 attacks. That is 21 and 15. Both hit. She deals a total of 19 damage to that strider. And just like puts her sword and just carves through it and turns over her shoulder like and just roars back at you. She just says, "Keep going!"
Okay!
Right, now that's some advice I can get behind.
It's the fire newt's turns.
No!
Actually,
Oh my God,
Azaka is gonna hold the line. Azaka is gonna hold the line. Because Azaka has a good alignment. Okay. I'm gonna deal with the people who are not swimming in lava first. I mean, molten iron.
Oh god! I
5,
forgot there were so
10,
many!
15. 5, 10, 15. This guy's gonna mount this one. 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20. Get there with its full movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can't really get through there, so he's just gonna park in at the end of his turn right up there. And that's out of his range. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. In this case, there are 3 that are able. Actually, no, there's. All of these guys have expended their spit breath, so they can only use swords. So they can't actually. So like, only 3 of these guys can hit you. In total. So there's the one that's mounted. The one that's mounted can hit Azaka. The one that's in front of Azaka can hit Azaka, and then the one that's here can hit either Azaka or Mask. And in this case, I'm gonna do the full round against Azaka first.
Alright.
But I'm not even gonna roll for it because their swords do no damage to her because they're not made of silver. Because she's a fucking lycanthrope. So yeah, it doesn't do shit.
Tink, tink, tink.
However, this dude is going to attack you, Mask.
Okay.
There's 2 attacks. That is a 22 and a 21.
Alright, both of those hit, but I'm gonna say fuck you and use Uncanny Dodge to half the damage on one of them.
Alright, so you take a total of 9 damage.
Cool.
Cool.
Right. Just gonna put that in chat so that everyone can see what it does.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Now for all the ones in the lava. In the molten iron. They're climbing out. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
As they all come climbing up out of the molten iron, out of the woodworks. Running in.
God.
5, 10,
many
15,
newts!
20.
Many! Oh god.
They're not gonna
Fuck.
spend
So
their
no
whole
one told you
dash.
life was
They're
also
just
full
gonna
of
climb out of the
newts.
water. They're gonna climb out of the fucking. They're climbing out of the molten iron, and can any of them spit anything? Yeah.
No!
Two of them are spitting at Azaka.
Leave
So,
her
Azaka-
alone!
Leave Azaka alone!
Azaka needs to make
Leave
2
them
dex
all
saves.
alone!
Leave my wife alone!
She fails one, succeeds on the other, so she'll take 2 from the first one. She takes half. That is takes 6 points of damage from the first one and 10 points of damage from the other. So she's gonna take a total of 16. Azaka is looking really rough.
I swear to God, honey.
She's scorched and wounded, and she's just holding the line. Okay, that's... This guy's gonna move there. Alright, yeah, they're not gonna use a dash, so that's as far as they can get, because they can't pass through the cluster otherwise.
Where did Thalia's turn? It's after Lucian's.
It's after Lucian's. It disappeared because you changed into a zebra, but it's after Lucian. Okay. Ilyana.
Oh
Your
God,
turn.
I want to go help
Ileana,
him, but I
get
have to
on
go.
the elk! You're going to die otherwise.
Get on the damn elk.
Right, there's not a lot of time. You need to go.
Ileana, let's go!
But she gets on the fucking elk.
Yeah, so Ava and Ilyana are on elk back together. Cool.
It's a funny image.
Actually, as she gets on there, Lucian, you only have 1 bit of health. Just quickly, Peps, cure wounds.
Casting Cure Wounds on a Lucian. Okay, cool.
I weep.
Alright.
I'm gonna
So,
cast.
yeah.
We'll cast it at 2 because I have some slots apparently. Wheezes.
Alright, 19 total.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just in time for Lucian's turn.
Please go. Please try and help them.
Alright.
You said Lucian's turn, but I thought you said Lucian to turn. I'm like, turn into what?
A corpse.
Turns into another elk.
Surprise!
You ever hear?
I am also an elf.
You ever hear of an elf ducking?
Elf ducking.
Tenna, I bet you thought you were the only one who could turn into a car. I do in the
Alright, Lucian's casting Healing Word on Azaka.
Azaka has 6 hit points back.
9.
9.
9. Sorry, thank you.
And then Lucian is going to hot diggity fucking dash.
You run.
So that's 30, and then. Oh, fuck.
What?
As you
Well-
as you come out of the tunnel, you see 3 of the armored warlock fire newts are on the metal balcony waiting for people to be running by.
Oh,
And
they fucked me.
they held their action. For those of you who don't know what mechanically this means, I just want to just letting the audience and everyone else know this. They took a held action. They got into position over the course of a few turns, and they held their action, which was they are going to cast Scorching Ray on anyone who comes out of that tunnel. So all 3 of them are casting a full Scorching Ray against you. Which means that this is... Which means that this is a total of 9 attacks against you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I am livid.
You run through the tunnel, Lucian, and this immediate, despite the heat of the boiling molten magma beneath you, there's an immediate overwhelming sense of dread and a coldness that washes over you as you realize the trap that you have just walked into. I'm going to begin rolling. These guys don't have any advantage against you. They roll. I have to double check because I believe they have to, I believe they have to roll. Yeah, they roll for each raise. So this is a total of 9 attacks against you. I'm going to go roll these 9 times, and then afterwards we'll address the result. Okay? What's your armor class?
16.
16. All right, let's go. First one. We're gonna ignore damage. We're just gonna see which ones hit. Hits. Hits.
Oh god.
Misses. That's 3. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
We're in the range on that we actually do need to stop and do these individually for a second. So that first one, you took 11 points of damage, which you were still up from, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 9 now.
Okay, that second one you took 6 from.
I'm at 3.
Okay. The third one missed. This one, you took a total of 24 damage because it rolled, I believe it's 2d6 on these. Yeah. So, and that was doubled because of crit. So that's 24. So that knocks you into unconsciousness.
Yes, but it's not massive.
Yeah, it's not. So for if any of these other ones hit you, you are prone now. I think they have disadvantage on ranged spell attacks against you.
Yes.
But if any of these hit you, it's 2 failed. No, wait, sorry. It's 1 failed death save, I think. Or is it 2?
I think if you take any damage, it's 2 failed death saves.
No. I think it's 2 failed death saves if it's a crit against you, and any attack within 5 feet of you is a crit.
I think that's.
You know, we'll take
yes.
I'll take it.
No, that's true. It's 2 failed death saves if it's a crit against you, and it's usually crits, but because these are range attacks. Wait, wait, sorry. I know that. Oh fuck. I know that ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage against prone targets.
Yes, correct. I believe spells do as well. I think it's just ranged attacks.
Just range attacks. Okay, cool. Great. So these guys have disadvantage now. So they have rolled, of their 9, they've rolled 4. So for each of these that hit you, that is 1 failed death save. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, next one. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, next one. This is 5th one. Misses. 6. Misses. That's 7, right? No, this is the 7th one now. 7. Misses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. 2 more. Misses. And natural 1. So, as you run around the corner, all of these fire newts raise up these twisted black metal holy symbols to whatever elemental evil they serve, and you watch as just these rays of scorching fire descend down on you, and right as you get to the other end of the bridge, you hit the ground, unconscious and dying, but all of the remaining scorching rays just blast off the stone side of the bridge, missing you. That was their held action. Their trap is now over.
Okay,
pretty good scenario. So,
all things considered, yeah.
All
oh my
things
god!
considered.
I was so worried. I was so scared. I'm still scared, but at least I'm a little less scared.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Moving on. All right, Mask, it's your turn now. Oh, sorry, no, wait, yes. No, sorry, it's Thalia. It's Thalia. Thalia is after.
Thalia's
Yes.
turn.
Thalia is after. Thalia, what are you doing?
GTFO, Thalia.
Yeah, please. Can we go?
I just run, right? I have a movement speed of 50.
Yes.
And you can dash.
And you can dash. While she's dashing, can I pick up Lucian?
I can't move myself, Xander.
I know. I just tell me where you're going. I'll move you. You can try, Ileana. I'll let you attempt to pick him up. I will say make an. Let's make an athletics check.
Okay. Do I get?
Ava, you also try.
Yeah, can we work together and get advantage?
One of you can work. Yeah, you can. One of you can roll in athletics with advantage.
Do you want to roll or shall I roll?
My athletics is 2.
Mine is 2.
Okay, well, fuck it, I'll go for it, yes. Alright. With advantage?
Yep.
With advantage.
Okay. Oop. Let's do this. There we go.
You needed a 15, so you grab Lucian's body and you throw him on the horse.
We just see his limp body, we're like, look
There, where did you say you moved to again, Thalia? How far could you get?
Who just did that?
So
55 was around here.
Okay. So you get there.
But she can dash.
That was only 50, wasn't it?
That was only 50.
That was 50. How much more can I go with dashing?
I think you can get to the staircase.
You are at the
Okay, well,
staircase. You can start going up the staircase, and that will effectively remove you guys
as
from.
far as I can.
That will remove you guys from
Mask
combat.
will be fine.
Okay. You're going up the stairs?
Yes.
Okay, you charge up, and away. Effectively, y'all are out of combat. I'm still gonna get to you in case any of you are gonna try to stabilize Lucian, which I know you probably will. So,
Please?
You guys are out of the order for now. Mask, it is your turn.
I'm gonna double dash and take the attack of opportunity, because movement's more important right now than dodging shit.
Alrighty, he'll take the attack of opportunity. So that is Scimitar. Misses.
That's a miss.
Yes.
All right. So, woo! See you later, fuckers!
Holy shit!
That boy can move.
That boy can run.
Yeah, this is why Thalia was like, I don't need to pick him up in my mouth or anything. He's fine.
I can double dash.
You guys
I can't see anymore.
I know. Hold on. I'm fixing that. Hold on. I'm fixing it.
Now you fight in the dark.
Alright, I've gone blind.
Dark vision, you idiot.
I'm working on it.
Who needs vision
I'm
when you
gonna
have
make a
power?
duplicate mask token and just put it over here for light's sake.
It's light mask. Light horse has returned in the form of mask.
Light horse.
I miss Light Horse.
Me too.
Okay. So, great. That was Mask's turn. Grundy, it's your turn.
Grundy, get the fuck out of there.
Right, so I wanna... What is the tiger person's name again?
Her name's Azaka.
Azaka. Right, so I wanna grab Azaka, and
Okay.
I wanna toss Azaka through the path.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. You pull her.
Right, your friends need you. You have to leave.
She looks back at you and she says, "But what about you?"
Right, I know what I must do. But you don't need to worry about that. You just need to get out.
All the ancestral guardians begin to gather around you, and they all look towards Azaka, and one of them, your father himself, the eldest of your clan, stands before Azaka and says, "It's all right. Go. Our place is defending Rakamar and those within. Now,
Right.
get the fuck out of here!" And okay, cool. But sorry, it's not her turn yet, so she can't go anywhere. But Grundy, it's still your turn. That wasn't your action or anything. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go full reckless attack.
Okay. The first.
Okay.
You're leaping into the fray.
I'm leaping in. I'm taking out the lads again. Actually, no. I'm taking Pathmaker. I'm forming a path. I'm making a path.
Oh, he's sweet.
Roll.
Grundy, go.
This first attack has advantage. Reckless gives you advantage on the first attack.
So after this, can we just have another Grundy come up and say, "I'm here to avenge my father"?
I'm Grundy Jr.
Right, I'm Grundy Jr.
Second. Hi, I'm Grundy the second.
Okay, so I go with advantage, and then I
Yes.
click Maul.
Yes.
All right, I'm pulling out all the stops here. We're going in.
Right. No, Grundy.
All right, that hits. Which guy are you hitting first? Are you hitting the giant chocobo, the fire newt, or the other fire? You can hit 2 fire newts or the big chocobo.
Please take out the chocobo. Please
Take out the chocobo. Take out the chocobo.
Right, you big wheelie red bitch! You're about to meet the Pathmaker!
It's almost as if a fucking church bell is rung. You just upon impact, you just hear this, boom, just this hollow just ringing from the maul itself. Roll damage. Click the maul icon to roll damage against the chocobo.
Yeah, just click ball.
Yeah, click.
on the chat. Yeah.
No, in the chat, click the word maul.
Oh, yeah. You're fine.
12. That is. I will again let this be used to kill both the giant strider and its rider.
Yay!
So you kill that one. That was with reckless. So that in mind, that was your first attack. You have a second attack.
Okay, dope. I'm gonna take a like a hard swing at one of these fellas. Or can I hit both of them and I'm just like
you can hit one of them, so you can either hit the top one or the one on the left.
Alright, well,
the one on the left looks more hurt, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Top one looks the most hurt.
Oh.
This guy, yeah, just up to you.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the one on the top.
Okay, roll the attack.
Alright! You're not looking so good, laddie!
You don't have advantage on this one anymore, so so toggle back to normal and just a straight roll against him.
Normal
Yep.
and
Damn.
Yeah, roll damage. Roll damage. 9
yeah, Grundy.
plus 2 rage damage. You officially kill that fire newt right there. He is.
Oh, what's wrong? You look like you have a headache! Alright! Who's next?
Next up, we're riding this until Grundy is down. So like, I'm gonna zoom in over here on this. I'm moving Mask to be like right in the center of the action.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna get some popcorn.
Yes. We're riding this out for the full fucking to see what happens. Cause guys, there's a fucking chance that the barbarian could survive this, and we're gonna see
please.
what the fuck happens. Okay. Yeah, I need a roll for it's now the giant strider's turn. So I'm going to roll for it. Roll 1d6 to see if it gets its fire back. It does.
No. Grundy, no.
Grundy, no.
So it's gonna
Right,
back up.
little fire never hurt me.
And it's gonna spit.
So.
So I need you to make a dex save with advantage
Don't
again.
talk about that. Okay, dex save with advantage.
Yep.
Grundy, please.
All right, you fail. You take 12 points of fire damage.
Oh fuck. Damn. Okay. All right.
Grundy, no.
Grundy, yes!
Like
Okay.
Mask bears silent witness.
Okay, that's the giant strider's turn. Ava, if
Ava's-
you want, you can try and stabilize Mask on your turn.
Yeah, I do that.
You mean Lucian?
No, it's Ava's turn. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
Same
Yes,
like
yes,
Lucian.
Lucian,
Mask is a
not
fast
Mask.
boy, he's fine.
Lucian, yes.
Hey, Mask, you need to be stable.
Dot.
Look, if that's a joke about my mental health, now is not the time.
Damn.
I've lost my fucking mind. Alright, cool. So yeah, I stabilize Lucian. Is that a thing I need to
Yeah, roll a medicine check.
Oh, a medicine check? There we go. Oh, nice!
Whoa.
Right.
Oh shit.
Natural 20. Yeah, I because natural 20, I'll say that like you fucking tend to him, he's stable, and then you just give him a good slap across the face, and he is up, back at 1 hit point.
Bam! You alright?
What? Wait, what's happening? Is everyone alright?
Okay, hey, calm down. It's okay, it's okay. I think Ava glances back. Yeah, well, I think everyone's okay, except for the dwarf guy yelling from far away. He's probably fine.
Oh, second best me! Ah!
Crazy day, huh?
Eliana's just clinging on to Lucian, like,
Elk sounds.
Elk.
Just pat like the side of Dahlia's neck. Thank you.
He nods.
Okay, it is the Warlock's turn. You can't see them, but I'll narrate what they're doing. Staying on the balcony, one of them is now out of their highest spell slot, but the other two still have one more, so they're gonna both expend their remaining charge as they open their hands and a flaming sphere appears between it and begins to float in the air on the bridge. Mask, you see these behind you, and both of the flaming spheres immediately fly towards you. So, because of how flaming sphere works, I need you to make a oh fuck, hold on. Yeah, I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. Swear I clicked on that, but whatever. I'm gonna click on that again.
Okay.
Come on, roll 20.
Come on, roll 20. I believe in you.
Okay, first one. Okay, second. Now, one more dex save. Let's see.
Well, that worked out.
Oh shit. Okay, well I'll use. Should we use the 11 or the 20? Because the 11 came up.
20!
first. 20. The 11 came up first. So, in order of what's appeared, I know, but in order of what's appeared, it's what was rolled first. So we're gonna take the 11. You missed the first one. It's fine. It still takes a little bit of damage against you. So that first one, you'll take. This will be halved for you. That's you only take 4 points of damage from that first one.
Okay.
The second one you'll take full, and that is another, and then a full 9 fire damage.
I believe I can introduce you to my friend Uncanny Dodge.
I fucking hate you.
We love Uncanny Dodge. We stand it in this house.
To be fair, this is not an attack. It's a moving object that if it touches you, you have to make a saving throw. So it's not considered an attack roll, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But then, with that in mind, yeah, they're not gonna. One of them's gonna just run away and go somewhere that you can't see. Okay, cool.
I don't like
Meanwhile,
that.
focusing back on the action. Let's see. It is Azaka's turn. Azaka's gonna run. She was asked to. She's gonna do full fucking movement here, and that's a total of 80 feet. So it's 5, 10,
Damn.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 5, 60, 65, 70, 75. She can't get past the flaming orbs that are right here. So she's gonna stop her turn there. And she will...
Wait, you mean she's stuck?
She's stuck.
She should back up 5 feet.
She's gonna back up 5 feet. And not take the fire damage from ending her turn there. So she is gonna stay on that fucking bridge. Dangerous place to be. But she's gonna end her turn. Yeah, she used a full dash, so she can't even attack the warlocks. Okay. It's the fire newt's turn.
No!
Moment of truth.
Oh God.
They're going to descend. They're going to descend on you, Grundy.
Grundy, no!
I'm moving them into an order. So the ones that are currently around you are the only ones that can get melee attacks against you. Then after that, after that is the line of people who are able to spit fire at you. I'm gonna move this guy to the front. And he's
Oh God, he's fucked. Grundy, no!
Grundy, no!
Right, I'm not worried about any of you. I've got the family by my side.
Grundy, no!
Full movement, not full movement. It's only 5, 10, 15.
There's too many newts.
Too many newts. All right, so in total, In total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 get to attack you, Grundy. Now, here's the fucked up thing. You use Reckless Attack.
Oh, no. Oh,
They all have advantage against you,
no.
which means in total, if you were to count the individual rolls of the d20 here, in total, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a total of 24 rolls made against you total because there's 12 attacks they're making because they each have 2 attacks. So that is 2 dice each per their 2 attacks, total 24. Of dice roll. It's 12 attacks total from these guys. So we're gonna address this first. We're gonna address these and then move on to the fire and see if you survive the blender of fire newts.
Grundy, no! You saved my life!
Advantage.
Grundy, no!
But I love your family so
Grundy,
much.
You're so good!
Grundy, your AC is 14, right?
Yep.
Okay, and these all have half damage against you for the ones that are swords, so we'll keep that in mind. For the first one with advantage of the 6, of the 12, hits you. You take 7 halved to 3. Take 3 points of damage.
All right.
Second attack misses you. Third.
All right.
New guys miss. This is the second newt.
I'm afraid.
Hits, you take 3 points. 2 newts have gone so far. This is the next 2. One of them is a natural 20. So they both hit. So that means, oh, he rolled low though. So you take, the first one you take 3 points of slashing damage. And the second one you take 2, because he rolled a 2, double that. Sorry, he rolled a 1 plus 1. Yeah. So yeah, you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
So now that is 3 of the 6 newts, or another 2 for the fourth one. You take, both of these hit. You take, this is a total of, take 3 points of damage.
All right. Oh man.
Okay. Fifth one. Both these hit. You take 6, 11. You take 5 points of damage. How you looking, Grundy?
Grundy, no!
I got 5 hit points.
Oh god, Grundy, no!
You have 5?
Yeah, I have 5.
Fuck. Okay.
I've been getting the shit kicked out of me.
Yeah, you have 1, 2,
Grundy,
3,
no!
4, 5. All right, this is the last scimitar newt, and then the other ones have Spitfire, which is just deck saves on your part. You have 5.
Is that
so
the best
last
you can
2.
do, you really bitch?
Okay, these hit. So that would have been. You had 5 hit points left. You said.
Yep.
You take 4 points of damage.
Oh my god!
You're at 1 hit point after all of the sword fire newts. That's all the swords. Now you are going to begin. You have 1 hit point left, and if you get hit by any of these, that's the end. Actually, no, wait, because if they move on from your body, you'll still be making death saves. So, because they still have to. Oh shit, there's still more to this. Holy shit. We'll see, because they might.
Oh my god.
We'll see. I won't declare death until we're certain. But anyway, there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to make 7 dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
But the problem is, you're still taking half damage, so.
Yeah.
As they all are spitting fire. So, we'll see if this kills you. We'll see if this kills you. It's probably gonna kill you. But.
Yeah, math-wise, it's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
So, roll your first dex save.
And this is just normal, right?
Normal. Yeah, well, no, with advantage, because you always have advantage on dex saves.
Okay. All right.
Grundy came in here and saved our lives!
You succeed, so you'll only take. I mean, it's gonna knock you unconscious anyway, but just for shits and giggles. Cool. You are now unconscious.
No,
and
Grundy!
actually, yeah, no, mathematically, since they all spit up fire, it's
impossible to.
Grundy, you are felled as these fire newts descend upon you in a clash of scimitars and fire that's washed over you. You feel the life slipping from you as your ancestors begin to lose their tether to you as you are no longer grounding them to this mortal world. They begin to fade away back into the afterlife. And do you have any last words as the fire washes over you, destroying you for all time?
Right. I fought the good one. I'll see you soon.
As you lay on the ground there, dying, you see, as all the other guardians are fading, your father's spectral guardian appears, and his hand reaches out for you to take your spirit to the afterlife.
Alright, it took you long enough, didn't ya?
But suddenly, as you reach up to grab him, you feel yanked away from his grasp as your vision goes tunnel, and your soul is ripped elsewhere, away from its deserved rest, as now Grundy's soul is now channeled directly into the Soulmonger.
Into the what?
No!
You know, the whole point of your quest is the Soulmonger. Just remember that big fucking machine that consumes the souls of the recently deceased. Yeah, that's causing the death curse that was addressed. So Grundy, valiantly fighting till the end, unjustly taken from your deserved halls of rest. Brindlebald Grundlewink. Am I getting that right?
Yeah, Grundlewinkle.
Sorry, Brindlebald Grundlewinkle, the albino dwarf barbarian of the Ancestral Guardians, champion of Hrakamar, fades from this world.
I'm so upset!
Thank
I
you!
only knew Grundy for 2 hours!
Everyone, thank you, Moon, so much for coming on tonight. It's been great. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so. That was fun. Thank you for your.
Nice job, dude. Nice job.
Yeah, seriously, good job. Go get some water. Thank you. And we are gonna go to break. So we will be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. I love this. I am drunk with power. And yeah, again, round of applause for Upgraded Moon. Thank you so much for guesting tonight. Long live Grundy. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. And let's waste no more time. Get back to what's going on. I'm going to remove Light Mask.
Light Mask is dead to us.
I can't believe Light Mask is fucking dead.
Light Mask is gone from this world. But it is moving through the initiative order, just to until you guys are out of the woods completely is when this will end. Ilyana, as you are on the back of Thalia with Lucian and Ava and running for the fucking exit, do you do anything on your turn?
As we're going towards the exit? I mean, I don't know relatively, like, where I am in this whole situation. Like, we're on stairs.
You guys, her full movement, she crests the top of the stairs. You're in a tunnel that's going forward. It's a quarter mile. It's a quarter mile to the exit. However, you guys are barreling down that fucking tunnel. Do you do anything on your turn, if anything?
Oh, God. I don't even know if I can. I don't know if I can reach. Like, no, that's 30 feet. There's no way.
Yeah, it would take you, at least, it would take you a full dash from where you currently are to get, I think, even to, close to the stairs. Like, you wouldn't even get down them yet. Actually, no. You would actually get, I believe, because, Thalia, the last thing you moved to was you did that full 100 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're 50... You know, Ilyana, if you hopped off... I'm not
hopping off!
I know. I'm saying if you hopped off and ran back at full speed, you'd end up relatively close to Mask. I'm just letting you know that. I know. So, I'm just telling you, you could get back to Mask if you wanted to, but you don't have to. Just letting you know that that's how far it is. But if that's all, then we're gonna...
Does my voice scary?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a fucking tunnel. It echoes, for sure.
Okay. So she just really upset Biscotti. She like was clinging onto Lucian, but then she kind of like has a second of looking back, and then she just shouts from the tunnel like, "You guys better make it out of there, please!"
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Mask, you do in fact hear that echoing from up ahead. Lucian, are you doing anything in particular?
I don't really have anything particularly useful that... Actually, so Ileana's full movement could make it back, right?
Yeah, 60 feet. If you do a full dash, you can make it back.
Well, I have some magic that's 120 feet, so is
beg
there
your pardon?
anything I could hit? Guiding Bolt has an 120-foot range.
And you don't even have to see, right?
No, you don't.
So let's see.
You just make an attack within range.
This right here was where Thalia was, and then dashed another 50 feet from.
Okay.
So that is 50 feet from you. And then how far? You said 120?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could easily hit one of these fucking warlocks that nailed you.
Excellent.
If you're able to throw without seeing where it goes, yeah, you can fucking hurl a curveball at them.
Guess not.
No,
Aww.
Unfortunately, the spell fizzles out in your hand as you cough up a little bit of blood, and you just, yeah.
Damn it.
Unfortunately. Mask, it is your turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna flip a coin.
Yes.
Oh god.
Heads, I go get Azaka. Tails, Mask is booking it.
Now,
I swear to God.
For clarification, you don't need to grab Azaka. She can move through it safely on her turn. The pressing concern for her is the people who might attack her before she goes and maybe kill her. So it's up to you if you're going. Yeah. So
My thing was, if I got Azaka, would be to grab her and take her so that they couldn't see her anymore and be like,
yes,
where the fuck?
Yes, correct.
And that would hopefully not lead them to Flaming Sphere her.
So what does the 2 mean in this flip coin?
That was Tails.
Okay.
Oh no!
Mask runs.
Alright.
Do you look back at Azaka at all?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No!
She told me to run.
She did.
So I'm running.
You run, and you are now off the map.
Azaka, no!
Azaka, no!
Azaka, no!
Yeah, get Light Mask back.
We need Light Mask back!
Ava, is there anything you wanted to do?
There's not really anything. Like, I've done the thing I can. I do not have any attacks. I'm just kind of like clinging to Thalia, like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, everything's fine.
Hey, how do y'all do that
Eating-
thing where you make the fucking measuring tool, like, curve? Like, and like...
You right click, going, you M2 to hold a point, yeah.
You hold down the button and you right click.
I see.
Can we get light masks so we can see what...
Hold on. I am doing some math real quick.
I am sad.
Because the giant... I mean, there's still enemies who are pursuing where you guys went. That's 75. 80, 85. Yeah, there's still a fucking giant strider who's running after you guys. Who is now coming around the bend that Azaka can see. It's pitch black for you guys now. I am going to... light mask. Fuck it, light mask.
Light mask!
Light mask!
Light mask!
To just view what's going on right now. I need to see if this... That guy dashed. We can't do anything. That giant strider dashed, but I'm going to see if he got his breath back, even though he can't use it on this turn. That giant strider dashed. And did not get it back. Okay. Cool. The Warlock's turns. They are out of high-level spell slots. Flaming Sphere is concentration, so they can't make another concentration. But they are going to do is they are going to throw a firebolt each at Azaka. So that they're going to try to hit her. She is...
God, no, please.
There's no advantages here. They're making straight rolls against her. First one against Azaka. She has an AC of 12. Or wait. Yeah, 12. Alright, first one. That hits. Okay, so she takes 5 points of fire damage. She's still up. The first bolt hits her. Second one hits her for 7. No. She's still up. She is really rough. She's still standing. Both of them are going to use their bonus action to slam the fire spheres into her.
No!
So she needs to make a... I believe it was a dex save, yeah. She needs to make a dex save. It lasts... Yeah, it lasts up to a minute. Okay. She needs to make 2 dex saves. She has 7 hit points left.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
Dex save. Okay, there it is. First one. That fails. Okay, so she'll take the full damage in that first one. I'm gonna roll this first to see if it takes her down. 2d6. If it rolls low, she might still be standing. 7. She is at exact 0, and that means she is no longer... She's unconscious, but she's not dead yet. But the other one still... So she auto-fails this dex save, though. That means the other one just slams into her. And auto does damage to her. And it's a saving throw thing, so it's not considered a critical, so she takes 1 failed death save. Mask, you just hear Azaka roaring in defiance as you run, and then that roar is suddenly cut short. And yeah. Alright, so we're gonna close out on that then.
What?
You don't know. The remaining... At that point, the remaining fire newts are all running to siege you guys, but they can't catch any of you at this point. Okay. Ilyana and Lucian and Mask and Thalia and Ava, you guys are all fucking booking it. Thalia, the 4 of you who are, moving fast because of Thalia, you guys are just gonna keep going. Mask, you can go really fast, right?
Double dash, baby!
You can double dash. That's a total of 90 feet of movement, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 90 feet of movement. Okay, and I need to do some quick crunch math here real quick. Yeah, okay. So, 90 feet. Yeah, you're like right on the tails of everyone else. Everyone else is running. Yeah, it is impossible for the giant strider to catch up to you at this point, as long as you keep doing that, but it will be like, you will be able to see it on your heels at one point if it continues to follow you guys through the tunnel, just so you know. But you guys are just gonna fucking book it. I'm gonna say that you start running, and after a while, you don't see anything behind you. And I feel like, for all intents and purposes, combat is now over.
I feel like halfway through the run, Ilyana's like looking back, and she's looking at Mask, and then she's looking back, and she looks at Mask again, like...
So where are we?
You guys keep running for the next quarter mile before you see light up ahead. You guys don't stop, and eventually you burst into the sunlight outside of Prakamar. Yeah, you guys are now outside Prakamar and are confident that there's no one pursuing you anymore.
Is it safe?
Nothing is coming up the tunnel anymore.
Okay, so we can stop and catch a breath, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also directly outside, there are allies here, because Taban is out here, who has rested the albino dwarves you guys rescued against the ground, and there are other albino dwarves that have gathered here. So as you guys come emerging from the entrance looking like hell, all heads turn to look at you guys. And Mask, eventually you pop out as well.
Where's Azaka?
Behind me. Probably dead.
What?
You're looking at me as if that's a surprise.
Thalia shapeshifts back, which normally it would be comic the way that the 3 on her back fall, but it just kind of is a little sad right
Ava
now.
would have slipped off. She's not gonna get dumped off of an elk. No.
For the other 2, thunk.
Yeah, Lucian's just sort of like laying in the dust.
Taban, at the mention of Azaka, like his head like looks up and he goes, Is she dead?
I didn't see her fall, but I'm going to only assume so, yes.
That is a shame. She was a good warrior. We should give her a moment.
You should have what? Stayed back there and died, Ava.
It's fine, we can't save everyone.
Stupid fucking jump.
What's so funny about
It's not funny. Fuck off.
Okay.
Oriana's just like covering her face. Like after getting like plopped off, she's basically like couldn't stand, and so she's kind of like just sitting there.
Thalia does fuck off. She just she's a little shaken too, but not about Azaka, so she's just kind of walks away into the grass, like into the tall Pokemon grass, and just sits in it.
Mask is also gonna have like a little quiet sit down.
Okay, you guys have a quiet sit down. Sith3 Vinecutter, the leader of the albino dwarves you guys have met, comes up and says, "So, they dead?"
A lot of them are, but there's a lot more.
Just kind of grunts and nods.
How long were those 2 prisoners down there? Do you know?
Weeks. A few weeks.
What were they doing down there to begin with?
She looks down at them. Going against orders. But scouting? Trying to pick them off one at a time. Failure, but an attempt.
I'm not one to hold out any hope, especially as the way things went down in there. I doubt that they'd be taking any prisoners at this point.
Cithri actually, her eyebrows raised, and she says, "Actually, I would be surprised if they did not."
Really?
She looks, and she looks like she's hesitant to speak for a moment, but just kind of keeps going. The fire newts are relentlessly cruel. They prefer torture over death.
I feel like torture just pisses off.
Well, chances are, if she was not felled, they have taken her prisoner, and she will be tortured. Not for information, not for anything other than fun. I cannot say. I speak only from what I know.
Thank you, Cithri.
One of our own ran inside. What of him?
Let's just say I don't think he was taken prisoner.
He was a fool, but a good fighter.
Indeed he was. He and his entire family.
Didn't show your accent, though, for whatever reason.
I shall tell. Regional dialect. I shall tell his brothers and sisters. And she just kind of walks off.
Lucian was sort of in a sitting position, but he sort of just flops back once more to lay on his back and stare up at the sky. Well, I feel like doing something fucking stupid.
What? Like what?
Join the club.
That laugh sounds... Actually, maybe I shouldn't comment on this, but that laugh sounds like going into wild shape and doing things people shouldn't be doing.
Oh, you have experience with that sort of thing, do you?
I only recently learned how to do wild shape.
Right. But yes, along that vein of things, I won't ask anyone to share in my stupidity, but I can think of a few things. Could prepare better.
I'm going
Pray
back.
on my spells.
Yeah.
You have to be better.
Rest will do us all good. You can all feel free to go charge in there without any preparation if you like, but I, for one, am staying until I am
I'm going...
prepared.
Well, yes.
Yeah. We'll rest. We'll prepare. Go back. I'm not leaving anyone else ever again.
Are you alright, Mask, by the way? Are you too injured? Lucian sort of props himself up on an elbow.
I was going to ask you, actually, Mask, you're not upset? I only had room for 2 people on my back, and then someone else hitched a ride. I don't know. I assumed you were going to be fine.
Don't worry, I wouldn't have chosen me either.
Oh, come on, it's not about that.
Does Mask look particularly injured? Mask?
Well, I could put it one of 2 ways. The first way is that how many times did you fall unconscious within the span of a minute? Because I'm sitting at 0. I'm sitting at 0. Yeah, well, and the other way I could put it is if I were to put the level at which I feel healthy from a scale of 0 to 47, I am currently at 13.
Well, that's better than I feel, so pretty good.
It's the northern way of doing numbers, like the metric
how
system.
They do it in
Yeah.
Right. That's good. That's good. I'm glad that you made it out without falling. Yeah. Lucian just like flops back down onto his back.
Well, what sort of adultery are we planning?
Wow, whoa. What?
Adultery covers many things, doesn't it? Or am I mistaken?
What exactly are you meaning?
You're correct. Adultery does mean many things, but given who you're speaking to...
Are any of you married?
No.
Then I'm pretty sure it's not adultery.
Ileana just gets up and just says, "Excuse me, I'll be right back." And then she just kind of like walks it over away from everybody's visual.
Uh-huh.
Is she afraid because adultery...
No.
Can adultery mean stealing?
Not usually.
My knowledge.
Would that be larceny?
Yes, I believe that's the term for that particular crime.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, let's
We'll put a pin in that one.
Alright.
we can... We're all very tired. It's been a day.
Has it even been a day? How much time has elapsed?
A couple hours.
It's been a day.
Yes, it has.
Let's just take a minute. Let's breathe. We can figure out what we're gonna do when we feel a little bit less like shit. Thank you, by the way, for making sure I didn't die, Lucian. Sorry, I was so dumb.
No, you weren't. You weren't dumb at all. That's fine. I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. That's all. It's right. You're fine. You didn't do anything wrong. It's alright.
I don't know if any of us could have been prepared enough.
Well, speaking of being prepared enough, I'm definitely not prepared to speak to Ileana, but I think I'm going to try because every time something happens, she seems to get very upset. So I'm going to try and talk to her, and it may not go well, but I'm just going to see what I can do.
Lucian sort of like just raises a hand from his lying down position, and he's like, Thalia, come here for a second. Just please come here for a second. Does she?
Hello?
Uprising?
Oh yeah, she comes over there. I'm sorry. I'm on text-to-speech.
Okay. You come over, he sort of like nods, and he sort of like reaches a finger and like touches like your arm or leg or whatever's closest and casts guidance. And he's just like, and then he like does a little thumbs up. Good luck. You can do it.
Thank you.
And then his arm just like falls back down.
Ava kind of moves, and then she looks really shaken for a second, and then like, nope, alright, I'll come too. I'll try.
Go be the moms that I'm gonna pass out.
I feel like I'm more of a lesbian aunt than a mom.
Sleep. Thalia like kneels down. It's like whenever you close the eyes of a dead person.
And at the mention of mom's mask just scoots away a little bit more.
Oh no!
You're dead now. It's fine.
Shh, don't talk anymore. She just closes his eyes and rests.
Kristen just lets it happen. You see like the smallest flicker of a smile, and then he's just fucking out like a light.
What a good boy. Christ.
Okay. Thalia stands up and looks at Ava. God, give me strength. Then she goes to talk to the teenager.
Make a perception check.
I have to make. My passive perception doesn't get anything?
What's your passive perception?
16.
Okay, roll a perception check.
I guess I will too.
Okay. Yeah, this is less of a
worse.
passive thing and more like actively, because as you like look, she walked off somewhere, so you have to like kind of like look around. You don't see her, but like you do hear like what sounds like distant like thwack, like a thwacking sound against like so like almost like a weapon hitting like wood or something, kind of like that, like a tree being cut down kind of sound.
It can't be too hard to find an angsty teenager.
No. Do you follow that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You follow that sound, and not too far away, but still out of sight, you find Ilyana, who is very angrily, slamming her weapon up against a tree.
Ilyana.
Whoa.
Ilyana.
Ava approaches very carefully. Hey.
Thalia also approaches, but she doesn't seem as gentle. She seems more like, like a coach. She comes over and she puts a hand on her shoulder and is like, "Why?"
She like visibly twitches. She's like,
"Why do you seem angry?"
Why am I so useless?
Useless.
Ilyana, you did so much. You're one of the reasons that we're not all... No.
I wouldn't describe you as useless. I think that you're probably one of the most well-liked of our group. Certainly one of the ones that binds it together. Even if one fight doesn't go well, that doesn't equate you to nothing.
She like turns around and she's like, tears are just like visibly streaming down her face.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't I help Azaka? Why did it keep...
Because you have limits. Because we both have limits. Because all of us, in the end, frail living beings, and shit happens. What were you gonna do? Were you gonna go back there and die trying to get her? We were going in and out of I saw you a couple of seconds. I was out again. What, were you just gonna roll over, run over, get hit by the fire again, and then go? That happened to me 2 times, maybe 3.
It would have been better if it were me.
Ava actually smacks her, like, immediately.
Whoa!
Nice!
No.
Nice!
Damn! Damn, that shocks her!
Thalia actually isn't shocked. She, her eyes widen a little, but then she goes back to neutral.
I will say... Make an attack roll, just for the shit.
Dude, you have claws, dude.
Open palm smack
Yeah,
someone.
swack.
She's a fucking monk.
Make an attack roll against her. This is an unarmed strike.
Oh crap, it's enough to make her
Okay.
unconscious.
She smacks you, Ilyana, but it's no damage. And
Okay.
it's more shocking than it actually is hurting.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually, all things considered, it was a pretty fucking weak hit. But it shocks you, the fact that she struck you.
Who do you think you are to decide what your life is worth compared to someone else's? I'm sorry. Do you think that we think that Azaka is more or less important than you? What makes you less important? What makes any of you less important? We're all if you were stuck back there instead of Azaka, be in the same position. Be ready to run back and save you. But you know what? Odds are already pretty bad for Azaka. And frankly, if you'd gone back there, I feel like we'd be trying to save 2 instead of 1.
There's something really good to be said about the fact that we have a pretty good idea of what happened. We were there for the fight. We didn't just sit back. You didn't just sit back and watch it happen. You tried. You tried your best. And I know it's cliche, but whenever a huntress tries her best, even if she doesn't succeed, sometimes that's all that matters.
Look, I've been there, okay? I've lost a lot of people. And I've been exactly where you're standing. And all I could think was, it should have been me. Why couldn't I save them? What could I have done differently? Just plays over and over in your head. If I'd done this right, maybe if I'd trained harder, maybe if I'd been better, maybe if I'd read the right book, maybe if I'd done just something slightly different, they would still be. You can only make choices for yourself. In the end, Azaka chose to go with us because she likes us. We're all choosing to be with you. Well, A, because we all have a common goal, but B, because we love you. I love Azaka too. Don't tell her I said that. She's great. Look, I know it's hard to let go. It's really easy to think that the entire world rests on your shoulders and you're less because that's the only way it makes sense. But you're not less. You're not any of those things. You're just a person in this fucked up world. Only so much. And as a person in this fucked up world, you matter just as much as everyone else. So don't you ever say it should have been you, it should have been me, it should have been anyone. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Liana's just been like listening. Her eyes were like really wide. She was like holding on to her face.
Look, we're gonna go back and we're gonna save her. And she's gonna be just fucking fine because she's Azaka. He kicks more ass than. It's gonna be okay. Okay? And she sounds like as she's saying it like she's than Ileana, but she's still like gives Ileana a hug anyway, and she's shaking.
Oh! At that, Ileana just kind of like holds on to Ava, and she just says, she just starts repeating like, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Until you guys are there, held in an embrace.
Except for Thalia, who's standing
Thalia.
there.
Mask, back over to you. What are you up to right now? Mask, we can't hear you.
Mask is muted.
Mask, you're muted. Mask.
And that is why the French don't bathe.
Hey, I take that as offensive. Fuck you.
Okay. Mask is just kind of like sitting down, resting, because he thinks that's fun mom time over there, and he's having nothing to do with fun mom time.
He is not a fun mom.
You're just sitting there, and yeah. While that's happening, at one point, Taban just kind of like just like shuffles slowly over, does the old party saddle up, and the Scott Pilgrim slide, and
nice.
Just kind of just chills there next to you, just for a bit, just hanging out in the awkward silence. And then after a while, he just kind of goes, "So, dwarves, huh?"
Mask just turns, stares up at Taban.
Taban looks back.
Okay, what's really on your mind? Let's just get to the chase here.
Oh, nothing is really on my mind. Dwarves, yeah. I mean, they are.
Person here you probably shouldn't lie to. So.
No, I'm not lying. They're dwarves. Just commenting.
Oh my god!
You're not just commenting. You're trying to make conversation because you feel very lonely, and I'm the only one here who's not unconscious, or a dwarf.
Damn.
Well, I mean, yes, that. To be fair, though, these other dwarves, they are not really that conversational. They're kind of. I mean, all the albino dwarves, they are very stoic. You know, except for that, except for that one other dwarf that showed up while you guys were in there.
The one with the regional dialect, yes.
No, there's another one. No, there was a there's this non-albino dwarf that showed. I don't know where he went, but after I got out here, someone had showed up. Another dwarf, not albino, somewhere around here.
Really?
Yeah, just commenting. You know, dwarves, they are mixed bag.
Mixed bag, yes. But as far as I can tell, the ones native to Chult are albino.
Yes. I feel like I've seen him before, I just cannot place where. Funny looking fellow, though. Cut back to the embrace. In this kind of moment of silence, you guys hear whistling. Like someone is like the distinct whistling of someone whistling through the trees, kind of like getting closer. And which it's occasionally like interspersed like a hum, like it occasionally transfers from whatever tune he's singing, like occasionally a whistle, then just going into like a deep kind of throaty hum, and then stepping beyond, like kind of into the area, shaking his pants as he just finished taking a piss, with one hand, in fact, one arm, you see a non-albino dwarf, a regular mountain dwarf with blonde hair, scars all over his face, and one arm. Very much recognize Hugh Hackenstone, the dwarf from Port 90, as he saddles up and just shaking his fucking crotch, and then just stops, like looks up at you.
Oh my god!
Goes,
wait, are you to imply that we just saw his penis?
No, he's like shaking his pants like he's like just finished putting his dick back in his pants.
She's just instantly like reminded of how much.
And like he stops, like looks up at you guys and goes, "Oh, what you look at? Wait a minute. I recognize ya. You're the
immediately. She just like jerks back and she's like rubbing her eyes like furiously, like. No, turns around, like, nope.
He's like, I remember you, my memory is an iron trap. You're the adventurer from Port Nyanzaru. I remember you well. I got an eye for these things, or my name ain't Hugh Hackenstone.
Oh, is that your name? I didn't
know.
Hold
person.
Hey, let me roll a saving throw.
There you go.
Oh my god, you can't.
It's just like furiously rubbing her eyes.
What's your spell save DC? 15. This is a wisdom save. Sure. Okay. Not with advantage. 2. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, my name ain't Hugh Hacking," and he just freezes up.
Eliana's just like furiously rubbing her eyes, like no.
I was like, okay, just no. She like walks over. She like druid crafts some like leaf gloves to cover her hands completely with a very thick layer. She picks him up, holds him as far away from her as she can, like as one would hold a radioactive object.
Oh my god.
Just starts moving him away. No, just no. Why?
Wait.
Why? No, why would I wait?
You just hear coming out from his throat, you just hear...
Okay, listen. He's obnoxious. I know that. I live in Schultz. But we're gonna need all the help we can get.
But this... She shakes him gently.
You know what? Beggars cannot be fucking shoes. Let him go,
Shut up,
please.
please. I'm trying to have a conversation. He won't even shut up for 10 seconds.
Okay, but
Oh my god.
Consider, what if he annoys the fire newt to death?
The fire needs gone. It's not a problem.
Well, listen, we'll go in, we'll make him go first. It's a way to...
If you don't shut up right now, I'm going to shove this dirt right down your stupid throat.
You know, I'm starting to understand some things. Okay, listen, let's settle down. You, points at Hugh. Okay, so we, people who you know, are admittedly in a bit of a pickle. Fantasy pickle, sure, why not?
His face is frozen in the stupidest fucking expression. He was like mid-yell, like, y'all at home can't see that my face right now. I'll describe it as I can. Like, one eye of his is always kind of like wider than the other, and he was like, his mouth was open from when he was yelling, so it's just kind of like a half-finished word, as you just saying there like, yeah, continue.
There's some horrifying fire news. Potentially kidnapped Azaka. You know Azaka. Yeah, she. Yeah, she's potentially being.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I hate
Please,
this.
Just for 5 seconds. Just be quiet for a second. Okay. Could you consider maybe someone with your intense prowess? I'm sure you could help us, and training. Yes, I'm sure you'd be more than capable of killing a few fire newts.
Oh my god.
So,
he can't speak because he's held.
This is awful.
How long does this last? It lasts up to a minute. God, we've only got a minute.
I mean, you can
Plus,
break
I don't think his pants are very secure right now.
I'd say by now the minute is up.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, at that, it just, like, he comes out, he's like, hey! He's still being held, but you're still holding him, Thalia, right?
The second he goes out of it, she drops him and, like, jumps back.
Nobody holds and hoists a dwarf! No!
Reference.
What was it you were saying?
Points at you, Abba.
Azaka has been taken prisoner inside that. She just gestures to the mountain.
With his one arm, he grabs the battle axe he holds in his arm and, like, hoists it forward, like, I will show those ignorant little fire fucks a right thumping if they fuck with my co-workers.
You know, I really appreciate the workplace loyalty. Great. So,
No! You want to kill them and bring Azaka back. Am I right in that assumption?
Yes.
Great!
Like, spittles all over your face now.
Abba just cringes, continues to be
How
very...
is it all over our face? We're, like, away from him. I jumped away.
He's moving... He's moving
towards
back.
her.
He's moving towards her. He's like,
I know very few things in this world. But I know one thing. Nobody.
You say you know nothing. Oh my god.
I said what I said. My memory is an iron trap. I remember it all. I've seen every crack and crevice of this land, and you Hackenstone, know one thing. And that's you don't fuck with me. And to that end, we are going to get Azuka back. Under one condition.
What's the condition?
I'll help you. If you help me.
What could we possibly help you with?
Well,
like,
funny you mention.
You
remember this arm that got bitten off for me?
You know,
we're not getting back your arm.
What?
It's
Your arm got
decomposed.
It's not the arm I want back. Did nobody pay attention to our meeting when I explained my entire backstory to you?
Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
I remember.
And then suddenly you hear Light Mask float by, and there's a song. A dragon bit off me arm! A dragon bit off me arm!
Oh god, no, we're not attacking the dragon right now.
Funny you mention. I've come out here to get vengeance on the dragon that bit off me arm. And it just so happens, said dragon is about 40 miles south of here, connected to this very forge. I came here looking for a back door. Instead, I found a bunch of displaced people looking for revenge. And revenge I can agree with. So, if I help you kill these firefucks and we get Azuka back, then I request your help in helping me kill the dragon that bit off me arm and reclaim Wormheart Mine for its rightful owners.
Christ. I remember why I have not missed this man.
Well, you know, think we'd have to talk to.
I'll take that as a yes. I'm in.
Christ.
We save your friend and we kill a dragon.
Glory! Staring off into the
like he goes running off, like just screaming about glory and
wait,
dragon
while
slaying.
he's running, I'm gonna cast Hold Person again because I have one more spell slot.
What'd you do? What'd you do? Sorry?
I am casting Hold Person again while he's running, so he falls face first. just to fuck with him.
Yeah, he just and then splat hits the ground, solid. You just
hear rolling until tomorrow. You.
Dahlia laughs at him. Okay.
Do you release him at any point?
No.
Okay, you hold him there for the next minute.
Ava just looks in this minute of relative silence, Ava turns to Liana. Do you feel alright with going back?
She, probably is by now has finished rubbing her face, just, gives a small nod.
Alright, let's go back and show Mask our poor decision.
Ileana, do you speak Elvish?
Looks at she nervously. I think I do.
You're a half elf, so
yes, I do. Yes.
Thalia is nervous, but she says basically the Elvish equivalent, which I had up in Elvish just in case she didn't. But she says the equivalent of the familiar sense of "I love you."
You know, for those of the people here who don't speak Elvish, please read that phrase out.
G. Melen.
Aww. Ileana just looks at her really wide-eyed and she doesn't really know how to respond. So she just kind of gives a very surprised nod of I know, I acknowledge that you have said that. But she has no idea why it is being said.
Now stop doubting yourself.
Oh.
She pats her on the back lightly and then hurries her briskly away before the spell releases him.
God. And another thing!
You release him, and he goes,
Hey, okay, I'll let that one be a freebie. Now, I'm gonna go confer and prepare my axe for battle.
and he begins like walking back towards everyone else while he's just humming like,
Drag away off me arm, drag away off me arm. Oh my God, this biggest me, and the only without me arm.
back.
You left for like a month. Come back with this fuck.
Speaking of coming back, Mask, back at camp.
Coming.
This is about when Hugh, we'll go back to you guys in a second. Hugh pops through the forest. You recognize him immediately. As that one-armed crazy dwarf from Port Nine Star. He looks at you and goes,
"Ah, Mask Boy! I remember you. Now, let's get you up to speed. I'm gonna help you kill these fire newts tomorrow, and then you and your friends are helping me kill a dragon. Let's drink!"
And cut back to the other group.
Oh my God. I love him, but I hate him.
Watches this happen, and she like gives like the most awkward like kind of like, yeah, this was a great idea. The expression of just the most regret, just the most mixed emotion.
She just looks at Mask. I am so fucking. I tried to paralyze him, but it didn't work. It didn't stop his heart.
Very slowly turns his head over to the three.
Liana's just like still kind of rubbing her eyes a bit.
Just mouth like, we needed help.
Oh my God.
I don't know why this keeps fucking happening.
Serenity now.
In this silence, Hugh Hagginson pops and he goes, "Hey! Do you know the sound of a one-armed dwarf clapping?" And he just begins like shaking his arm in front of you guys.
Oh my God! Thalia just slaps his arm.
We're immortal gods! Anyway, we're gonna end there now.
Oh my God.